Yo, what is up guys, Crazy the Games here, and welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Today we are going to be talking about my expectations for E3 and my wants that I want from each conference. So, let's get into it, starting with Microsoft. So first, I'm pretty sure they're going to show Halo Infinite. I think it was confirmed earlier this year that they will be showing off Halo Infinite in full glory. I'm really wondering how they're going to get this reimagining of Halo down, or an open world Halo. That's going to be very interesting to see because it's something I've always wanted as a kid, and I'm kind of oversaturated with open world games, but I think this will be fine. I think I will not be bothered by the open world of this game if it's done really well. Because open world can be done well, I just don't want to get bored with it, which is a possibility with a lot of open world games. That's why I prefer big areas with lots of stuff to do. So, yeah. Next, we'll probably see the new game from Ninja Theory. They worked on Hellblade, so that should be interesting. I think it was rumored to be multiplayer. Like For Honor or something, I forget, but it should be interesting to see. Battletoads reboot got announced last year, so that has to show up, right? That's definitely going to be showing up. I remember being very excited for that, but they didn't show anything, so I was like, okay, it's gonna be cool, but it's not gonna be anything mind-blowing, at least for now. So I'm gonna keep my expectations in check, and hopefully it's something really good, a really good beat 'em up game. So that should be fun. Gears 5 will definitely be there. I think it was on their Twitter account that tweeted Gears of War 5 is going to be at E3. I cannot really say I'm too excited for Gears. I haven't been excited for Gears since 3. I didn't cop 4. Maybe I'll pick up 5, but because it's going to be on PC too, so we'll see. But I have a good feeling about Gears 5. It's gonna be a good fun time. Maybe I'll pick up 4 too. It's probably like super cheap now. The next game that is basically confirmed because it was there last year is Cyberpunk 2077. Now I am not a big fan of The Witcher 3. Of what I played, I skipped most of the expansions because I didn't like the base game, but I got Blood and Wine because a friend recommended it to me, and I actually really enjoyed that. So CD Projekt Red is back in my, they're back in my light of, I want to see what you're going to show, what you're going to do, what you're going to give me with Cyberpunk's dense environmental stuff in the city where it's not as open as Witcher 3. That was my problem with Witcher 3. There was just so much open, and while there was a lot to do in that open environment, I just didn't have fun with it. The story was okay, but there just wasn't much to do. Like Blood and Wine had so much stuff. It was a small region, but it had so much stuff in it that you could do, and kept me playing over and over and over, for that amount of time as I played, like 30, 40 hours I played. So I'm hoping Cyberpunk gives me that same feeling that The Witcher 3 was able to give me with the Blood and Wine DLC. And I'm sure it will, because the city from the gameplay looked very dense and very, like there's gonna be a lot of things in it, and it's not gonna feel just like you're walking around this empty world. It's gonna be like walking around this big open city, and if that's all I get out of this game is just walking around a big open city with a bunch of quests and gunfights and some little stuff to do, I'm here for it. The customization is gonna be crazy too, so that's gonna be great. Now, what do I want from Microsoft? What would my dream stuff be? I would like Rare to show me Banjo. It's not gonna happen, but I would love to see Banjo-Kazooie come back, because I liked 1 and 2. Nuts and Bolts was okay, but I don't think that Rareware is there anymore. That Rareware is gone, and the people who made those games went to make Yooka-Laylee, and Yooka-Laylee wasn't that good. It was an okay platformer. So, but I think fresh new people can make something good. I heard Sea of Thieves is good. Haven't played it, but I heard it's good. So I think they can do a decent job with it. I probably talked about it already, but the Fable reboot by Playground Games is going to probably be there, and I really want to see how it looks like, because I've only played Fable 2, but I don't think I'm too worried about this new one. This new one will probably be good. Playground Games, I think, is the Forza guys, so it'll be interesting to see them get out of their element and work on a big world RPG, open world RPG. That should be interesting. So that's really all I want. I don't really want anything else. Maybe some third-party announcements, like Capcom to show up with some like RE3 remake or something like that. It'd be too early for that, but you never know with Capcom. They could be like going crazy in the studio with all this stuff. And I can't believe I forgot. They're going to show off their new console. That was confirmed. The next Xbox is going to be at E3. So it should be interesting to see how that works, and maybe interest in me, you know, buying it instead of the PS5. Which I most likely will just get the PS5 anyway, because I prefer Sony exclusives and the exclusive Japanese RPGs. But you never know. You never know. They could convince me. Let's move on to the dude that I've lost some faith in over the years, Bethesda. Now, I don't hate their games, but recently I just haven't been compelled to be like excited for anything they've released after like all the nonsense that's been happening with them. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to be not watching them. So they've already said that Elder Scrolls 6 and Starfield won't be there, so it's like, what do I expect from you? But I know Doom will be there. Obviously, that's gonna be interesting. Wolfenstein's gonna be there. So that, I guess I'm excited. I haven't played any of the recent Wolfenstein games, minus New Order, I think it was. I didn't buy 2. But I guess I'll see if Youngblood looks good. But there's really nothing that I can think of that they have. Maybe Prey? But that's it. Unless they bring out a new IP that id's working on or something, but id's working on Doom. So it's like, what are you doing? And Bethesda game studios themselves are working on Starfield and Elder Scrolls 6. So it's like, I don't really know what you guys can have, but I guess we'll see. Next, we have Ubisoft. Now, Ubisoft is weird for me because, like, I could care less about most of their IPs, but I really do want to see, like, I don't have any, like expectations for them is basically just Assassin's Creed. Watch Dogs 3 has been rumored, so I'm guessing that will be there. Beyond Good and Evil 2 will not be there, they've already said. And Ghost Recon, that's like what I'm expecting, like those two. Watch Dogs 3 is rumored, and usually Ubisoft rumors come true. Like, it's been crazy how much leaks they've been getting over recent years since the E3. I don't know what's going on there. They gotta get it fixed. But what I want, what I'm hoping for the most, is a new Splinter Cell. I think it's been since 2013 since the last Splinter Cell. I bought it on Wii U and I had like a good time with that game. It was great. So I'm really excited for the next Splinter Cell. And like, even if they make it some open world crap, like all their games are open world thingies basically. Like, you just walk around the world, go find mini maps and all that, do those side quests and stuff. I'm still gonna buy it. I love Splinter Cell. I'll take the risk of maybe a mediocre game. I just want a good Splinter Cell game. That's all I want. I just want a new Splinter Cell. And I will be happy if they do that. They said they have 4 AAA games coming within the fiasco year before it ends. So by the end of March 2020, we'll have 4 AAA Ubisoft games. And hopefully one of those 4 games is Splinter Cell. Now let's get on to the... Well, actually, before we get into the 2 big ones I'm really excited for, let's talk about who's not going to be there. Sony has said they are not going to be at E3, and that was proven true by the state of play they had last 2 weeks ago, last week, I don't remember, where they had Medieval shown there and 7 Remake, and last week they had freaking Death Stranding with a release day. They're not doing it this year. I can see why. They don't have much to show. I mean, they do, But like, I guess they felt like, you know, why go to a conference this year? You know, why have a conference this year when we have the state of play? We could just give you a release date and you're on your merry way. Mine's that Death Stranding stream, which was like 24 hours and like just slowly taking stuff out of the screen for a 9-minute trailer. Like, you guys could have just dropped that the day you were like hyping it up. But it Kojima want to be mysterious and all that stuff, so you know I can't blame the guy. But Death Stranding looks great. Minus the combat, like the combat doesn't look that interesting, but I like the premise of the story. The story sounds very interesting. The characters look cool. The monsters look really cool too. So this should be an interesting game because I was not excited after 3 years of not knowing what the hell it was. But this trailer convinced me, so I'm excited for Death Stranding. Thank you, Kojima, for convincing me again to be excited for your game. Hopefully it's on the level of MGS 3 and 2. I love those games. I didn't care much for 4 that much, and 5 was cool, but you know, it fell flat. But I have faith in Death Stranding. I think working with the team of Sony, and Sony's known for making polished games, despite what you think of them, like, see, they are okay or not, you know, whatever. Their games are always polished and most of the time critical successes. So Death Stranding will definitely be a critical success, and it'll probably win Game of the Year. And I wouldn't be surprised, and I'm hoping that I enjoy it enough to be saying, you know what? You deserve Game of the Year. You deserve all the praise you're getting. That's all I want. That's all I want from Death Stranding. So, Last of Us 2 and Ghost of Tsushima have no dates yet, but that could happen within the week. Like, guess I'm making this video and putting them up on YouTube. So you never know. You never know what Sony could just pull it out of their hat. They just throw it during E3 week and just like, yeah, you guys weren't expecting this. Yeah, let's go. So that should be fun. Now on to the big two, the two I'm most excited for. Nintendo and Square Enix. Let's start with Square first. So, what I'm expecting is that the day before, like the day during Microsoft stuff, there's going to be a FS7 conference. I'm expecting them to drop a release date there like they did with KH3. I wouldn't be surprised if it says January 31st, the anniversary of the game. I wouldn't be surprised at all. So I could see that, and I'm sad I can't go to the concert because I want to be there in person when they announce that release date. I want to be excited. I want to be there with the people. I want to be there when Mr. Nomura gets up on stage and says, "The date is here. You guys have been waiting long enough, and you know we'll give you more info on everything else tomorrow during our Square Enix conference." I want to be there when that happens. Sadly, I won't. So I'll feel the hype from my room on my phone looking at Twitter while I wait for the concert to end. So it's okay, I guess. But that's what I'm expecting on the 9th. So the day of it, though, when I've already went over Ubisoft and stuff, they're showing up at Sony's usual slot, 6 p.m. Pacific time. And that's crazy to me, because like at first I was worried, you know, they weren't going to warrant that spot. Not that Sony warrants it every year. But I think Sony is like, that's like the big spot where people usually watch E3 because they go for Sony. You know, a lot of people go for Sony. A lot of people don't go for Sony. I don't always go for Sony and go for Nintendo and everyone else too. But I think this is the perfect slot for Square Enix with these big titles that are going to be showing off. So, what I'm expecting: 7 Remake, full detail, combat, you know, character designs, monsters, all that crap. Extended trailers, all that crap. And they're going to have Japanese interpreters there, so I think Nomura and Kitase will be on stage for that. So that should be good. I'm expecting a huge amount of news, and like after the stage show we'll get interviews of Famitsu and stuff like that. It's gonna be grand. It's gonna be fantastic. I'm also expecting KH3 Remind DLC. That's, like, I'm excited for that as much as 7 Remake, because I loved KH3. KH3 was, like, amazing to me. Freaking amazing game. And just adding more content to that game will be crazy, and I'm pretty sure they'll have Tai Yasue up there with Nomura when they talk about KH3's DLC. Probably won't spend a long time on it, but I'm expecting it to be there, which will be fun. I'm like expecting Yozora, Final Fantasy stuff, the freaking more info, you know, on stuff that wasn't explained about, like Xion. You know, let me play as Xemnas or something. You know, go crazy. You know, do something wild, something that no one expects, but not gonna do that. But it should be interesting. So they'll have that. I'm pretty sure. I also think that they'll be showing Babylon's Fall, which was shown last year, which was, I think, was the only new IP announcement last year that had like no release date or anything. We just like know it's coming from Platinum Games, another partnership with Square. So that should be cool. I think we're finally gonna see info on that. And last but not least, Avengers is going to be shown. I was not expecting that. Like, they just tweeted it out Tuesday morning, I think. I was like scrolling my TL, I'm like on Twitter, I'm like, okay, whatever, what's going on? And I see Avengers, and I'm like, oh, this is fake. And I go back, like, wait a minute, it's the what? So I think this is also coming out 2020, but after the fiasco year, because they pushed that large sum of money into the next fiasco year. So I think they're expecting more KH3 copies to sell because of DLC, FF7 remake copies to sell, you know, after throughout the year, building up the money that they're expecting, and Avengers is going to help give them more money because Marvel is one of the biggest IPs in the world. Period. Like, it's just huge. It's not the biggest because there's other bigger IPs out there, but it's huge. Marvel is huge, and the name Avengers will get people to buy the game. And I think they say it's supposed to be Destiny-like. So we're not gonna play as Iron Man then. We're gonna make our own Avengers, and I'm hoping for customization on the level of Code Vein's beta, because Code Vein's beta was insane in terms of like character customization. And obviously we'll be using heroes' moves like Iron Man's suits and Spider-Man's web slings and whatever. You know, we're gonna be using all that onto our created character. I'm hoping it's really good. There's no PvP, they said. It said it's co-op only. So I'm guessing it's a co-op RPG games as a service type thing. And they'll have raids and stuff like other like Xenoverse, Destiny. Anthem is the failed one, but Xenoverse and Destiny are pretty cool games as a service. I like Destiny 1 and 2 a lot. So Avengers can be good. I can see Avengers being a good games as a service. I'm really excited for it. So hopefully they sell me on it. I want a good superhero game, because last one was Spider-Man, and I want like another one that can keep me engrossed and make me play for years to come, however long the service lasts. So that should be fun. Is going to be probably something I'm interested in. I don't know if I'll be like blown away this year. It's like Astral Chain was shown in February, March, I forget. But whenever it was shown, that's like what I really am excited for in the summer, fall season. So I'm expecting Astral Chain. Also, Luigi's Mansion 3, we haven't heard anything about that in a long time, and I think that's supposed to drop this year. Bayonetta 3 might be there. I don't know. Like, it's just like, it's weird. It's like, we haven't seen anything about it since it was announced at the Game Awards, and I don't know if we'll still see something, because it seems like they're still developing it. They said about it in the director, like, Bayonetta 3 is still coming along, guys, so don't worry. And I'm like, okay, I'm not worried, but I'm not expecting anything. Pokemon, I don't think will be there. I think they're going to leave Pokemon out, because there's a direct this week, or there was, whenever this gets uploaded. A Pokemon Direct's happening, so why would Pokemon Sword and Shield be there? There's no reason to. I mean, they could still show like a small trailer or something, but I really doubt they're gonna have it there. Honestly. Animal Crossing, I'll be surprised if it's not there and it gets pushed back to 2020. That'd be really surprising to me, but I could see it happening, but I just doubt it. I like really don't see that happening. Animal Crossing will be there and get a release date. And Daemon X Machina will also be there and finally get a release date. Probably a few days before Astral Chain. Because they said they're going to drop it in the summer. So either before September ends, or a few days before Astral Chain. So before September ends, or a few days before Astral Chain. I'm expecting it before September ends. I'm not expecting it in the same month as Astral Chain, because Nintendo hasn't done that with their first party games, like that they make themselves. So I doubt it. But then again, they aren't making Astral Chain. That's like, they're not making Daemon X Machina either. So now, I don't really have anything I'm wishing for. Like I'm like hoping, oh please show this. Maybe a new Zelda. Link's Awakening is already coming out. That'll be there too. But I can't think of like, oh, a new Breath of the Wild. Like if anything, I want them to go back to the old style of Zelda. Like not completely, keep some open freedom of the world in Breath of the Wild. But I'm not expecting. I don't want copy of Breath of the Wild. I don't want them to do Breath of the Wild again. You know, if they do, I'll have Link's Awakening, because that's gonna play like a traditional Zelda, even though it's top down. And you know, Breath of the Wild might just become traditional Zelda over time, like that style of exploration and dungeon crawling and all that stuff. I hope not. Because, like, I can go back and play other Zelda games, but I can't go back and play Breath of the Wild after I beat it. It's just like, played once, don't want to do it again. And I like my replay value. So, give me some old school Zelda. Like, old school 3D. It's so weird calling it old school now, but yeah. It's old school. That's all I can say for Nintendo. That's all it, and that's it for E3. Well, the ones I care about. There might be some smaller events that happen over the week, but that's it. That's the video or videos of my E3 predictions. I'm really, really excited for this year. I think this year is going to be better than last year. I think it's going to be the best year that we've had in a long, long time, and I cannot wait for it. And that really just comes off of 7 Remake. It's just 7 Remake is going to be amazing, and I can't wait to dig into all the juicy info about it. No rumors. I didn't report on those rumors. I don't care about those rumors because they'll prove false. Even if it wasn't, I wouldn't want to report on it. I'm just excited. This is going to be a good E3. I'm going to eat well. I'm going to be feasting. I'm going to get fat off this info. So let's enjoy the E3 coming within a week. Hope you guys are as ready and as hyped as I am. Thank you guys so much for watching, and peace from Quasi Games, everybody.